In number 8, there's a reason that I wrote the word caution here. So there's something that makes this problem much different than all the previous problems. And if you look right here, this guy is different. All the numbers on the right side of the problem have always been positive. So if I were to ask you to write this in words instead of solving it, basically I am asking you, who has a distance of -6? This doesn't make logical sense. You can't have a negative distance. You can move to the left, you can move to the right, but either way, it's always positive distance. So when you get a trick question like this, you actually just write no solution. Reason is being quite simple. Distance cannot be negative. That's just not possible. So once in a while, we throw in those trick questions to see if you're really paying attention to what's going on. And then we try to trick you even more in number 9. So what you don't want to do is say, oh, this number's negative, so I don't have to do any work. Well, actually, you don't know if that's a false negative or not because the bars aren't alone. So this side doesn't say the distance is -12. It says I'm going to do some extra stuff with the distance. So we're going to have to get the bars alone and then make a call. So it's up to you. I am going to subtract the 4 first, and then I'll deal with the fraction piece. And then I'm going to deal with the 5. So the 5 is leaving. And then I'm going to divide by -4. So please, please, please do not distribute. We can never distribute when we have absolute value. So my actual problem looks like this. So now we ask ourselves the question, can your distance equal 20? Yes. So there's two numbers whose distance is 20. 20 and -20. Your job is to find x so that you could get either answer. So it looks like I'll get 12 on that side and -28 on this side. So I'm going to get -2 and I'm going to get 28/6, which is 14/3. So again, always having the bars completely alone before you make your decision if there's no solution. So we're going to try this one real quick. The bars are not isolated, so that's my first step. So we are going to lose the 6. You don't want to do 6 minus 2 and make that 4. You're going against PEMDAS then, because you would technically have to distribute the 2 in first, and we're not allowed to distribute here, but we can remove the 6. So now I have -2 and 4, and then I'm going to divide both sides by -2. So your new problem is 1/2 y plus 7 equals -2. And it's very tempting to set this up. If you set that up, then you've defied logic, because this is me asking you what has a distance of -2. So you're telling me -2 has a distance of -2 and +2 has a distance of -2. That doesn't make any sense. So we just simply have no solution. This is an impossible problem.